Café Orleans was our first table service meal at Disneyland, and yes, we chose it over Blue Bayou. Did it live up to the moment? Let's find out. As first-timers, we weren't sure what to expect, but this meal set the tone for the rest of our Disneyland dining experiences. Was it the right call? And today's adventure, we're sharing everything we ordered, what we loved, and whether Café Orleans is a smart choice for families visiting Disneyland for the first time. Café Orleans is nestled right in the heart of New Orleans Square, a part of Disneyland that feels like you've stepped into a different world. Cobblestone streets, wrought iron balconies, and that jazzy riverfront charm. You might recognize the area for Pirates of the Caribbean, or for the famous Blue Bayou, where guests dine inside the ride itself. But Café Orleans, it's just steps away, and it's often called the more casual alternative to the Blue Bayou. We were curious. As first-timers to Disneyland, we wanted a sit-down experience for our first meal. But we also didn't want to spend our entire meal budget on just one lunch. So we made a reservation at Café Orleans to see if it could deliver some Disney magic without the Blue Bayou price tag. Our little guy had the grilled chicken with pommes frites. It wasn't his usual chicken tenders and fries, and I have to admit I was a little nervous about whether or not he'd like it or if we'd find ourselves looking for a hot dog right after lunch. I, on the other hand, had the star of the show, the Monte Cristo Sandwich. It's one of the most iconic Disneyland dishes, and you'll find it at both Café Orleans and Blue Bayou. It's sweet, savory, crispy, and very filling. Think ham and cheese deep fried and dusted with powdered sugar. There's a jam on the side for dipping. The dish also came with equally famous pommes frites. These garlic parmesan fries with Cajun remoulade are a fan favorite, and we can see why. They disappeared fast. Paul, on the other hand, went with the chicken gumbo, which was hearty and flavorful. Definitely one of the more budget-friendly menu items.
Okay, so we are going to talk about our impressions of Café Orleans. And I will start. I was not sure of what I would think about the Monte Cristo. It looked something a little foreign to me. I wasn't sure I was going to like the sweetness of a donut with the meats and the cheese. And as it turns out, I was so wrong. I am so glad I went with that anyway. It was absolutely delicious. You could share it. If you're not super hungry, you could take a half. Somebody else could take a half. You could split the fries. The fries were delicious. They were nice and crispy. And a nice Parmesan garlic type fry. The remoulade sauce that I dipped it in was excellent. I highly suggest getting that one. And what did you think about it? You tried it.
I tried it also, so she did share it. It was really good. My first taste was of the ham, and it was really good. And then she pointed out the dough. It tasted like a Zeppeli dough, and it was really good. It was kind of sweet. It was crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and it was just a good combination of everything: chicken, ham, and the dough.
And what I will say is, if you've never had it before, you should go ahead and eat a full half with the dough, everything. But the second half, we started taking the dough off. It was just too much. It was delicious, but it's just too much. But how was your gumbo?
My gumbo was really good. As I said, my first impression was it was really good. It was rich, creamy. There was chunks of chicken, tomatoes, everything that you could want from a good gumbo. There was some rice on top that finished it off really well. I was really happy with it.
And I didn't even try it. I was so happy with the Monte Cristo. I forgot to taste it, but it looked good. It looked good and it smelled good. The chicken chunks looked really good. But I would say yes to that. Mm-hmm. It has a very similar menu, so when we were planning this trip, it was either going to be that or Blue Bayou. And the menus are so similar, but because of where Blue Bayou is, it's I was going to say the exit. It's sort of at the exit of Pirates of the Caribbean, but you see the boats loading to go through there. Yep. So we would say If you haven't tried this type of food before and you want to just give it a try, then just go to Café Orleans. It's very similar food, and the menu is smaller, but it's going to be less pricey. So definitely do that instead.
And then, by the way, the gumbo came as a bowl, and I asked for a larger portion. I took a chance with that because I hadn't really tasted the gumbo before, and I made the right move. It was really good. I was really happy, satisfied with it.
So our little guy over here doesn't want to talk about it, but he said that his meal was good. He had the roasted chicken. It was basically chicken breast that had been sliced. The fries, he was not sure about the fries at first because it had the Parmesan on it, but in the end he said it was good. And the strawberries were plump and they looked juicy. And yes, the strawberries were sweet. So he enjoyed his meal as well. His plate was empty, as was all of ours. So definitely give Café Orleans a try.
After the meal, we all agreed Café Orleans impressed us. The food was better than expected, the portions were generous, and the setting was relaxed but still felt special. If you're visiting Disneyland for the first time like we were, and you want a memorable table service meal without going all in on Blue Bayou, Café Orleans definitely hits the spot. It's not cheap, this is Disney after all, but compared to the price of the menu options at Blue Bayou, we felt like we got the better deal. Here are a few quick tips if you're thinking of trying Café Orleans. Make a reservation early so that you get the time slot that you want. You can do this on the Disneyland app or on the website. Make sure that you go in hungry. The portions are huge, especially that Monte Cristo. If you're splitting dishes, we recommend sharing one main and appetizer or dessert to stretch your budget. At the time of filming, we spent $61.58 for our meal. That included tax and our DVC member discount. We did use a Disney gift card to offset the cost, which is another tip. Purchase Disney gift cards in advance of your trip to use for meals and souvenirs. We think that Café Orleans is a great spot for families, but be warned, there is limited indoor seating. This means you'll likely be dining outside under umbrellas, which adds to the charm unless it's super hot or a rainy day. For our very first Disneyland meal, Café Orleans delivered a memorable experience that didn't break the bank. Yes, it was worth it and we'd absolutely go back. If you're planning a trip to Disneyland, be sure to check out our full video series from where to eat, to what rides to prioritize, and how to make the most of your family's first visit. And if you've been to Café Orleans, or if you're Team Blue Bayou, let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you know when the next adventure begins. And no matter where your next adventures take you, we hope that you enjoy the journey. Bye now.